Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Cao Yang, your online YouTube visa consultant. Now, are you interested about migration and visa and also study abroad in Australia? Should you consider to subscribe to our channel and also turn on the bell on the side, so once we have all the insight and news update, you should be the first one getting all the insight information. Okay, in this video, it's actually Thursday, the 10th of December 2020. Now, I've received a very vital information update from the state of Queensland and state of New South Wales. So in regards to the state nomination, finally I think we have some lights showing, but there's some information I wanted to go through, so stay tuned and watch until the end. We'll get you all the update news. So let's go into the first state. I would like to go to Queensland. Queensland has provided information with the latest news saying that the state of Queensland has received final nomination allocation for financial year 2020-21. So wow, until now, I recall that the federal budget was announced in early October. So since then, the allocation has been planned, but hasn't been implemented to each state and territory. Now, until today, I believe that every state and territory has received all these information, but there is a but. So let's read on. So for business program, that's for the investor visas, it's now open. So from 10th of December, well, it actually was a welcoming submission of EOI expression of interest, but they cannot assess it more. But we have more insight today, because it says, however, the EOI submitted for interim quota opening on so late December 29th until the 5th of October, and then the October 6th to the 9th of December will be assessed. So again, that we can see that although back in late December and October, back in late September, not December, until October, they have been receiving some interim quota, but they were restricted to process. So now they are putting all the men to actually work on this for the business program at the moment. So the state of Queensland is also saying that there will be an extended process time, but that's pretty obvious, because in fact after this week, after this Friday, which is going to be tomorrow, I assume that most of the work in Australia will enter into holiday mode or Christmas holiday season until mid-January. So the process will be prolonged and delayed and a bit slowed down. We'll see more information from the New South Wales state government. They have more update on that one as well, so we will get more insight there. Now, the skill program, that's for all the general skill migration people there, unfortunately is still suspended. So looks like the state is taking the investors first, rather than the skill program first, obviously due to post-pandemic era. I think most of the government required to have money in first, so that's more important there. But the quota back in September and October will still open, but it looks like they accept these EOI, but they couldn't finish them on time. I think they were restricted process, and that's, I think, how I read this from how I understand the background, how they work. So obviously this is all due to 2020's pandemic issue there. Okay, so there is a further business program guideline. So obviously they are looking for COVID-19 economic recovery and prioritizing for subclass 132 significant business history stream, 188A, that's a business innovation stream, so 1AA significant investor stream, and 1AA entrepreneur stream. So the one is missing is 132 venture entrepreneurial stream and the 188 investor stream. So these two are not in the priority processing line. And that doesn't mean they won't pick you, but they will. You will be after you'll be picked after those priority ones being picked. Okay, so for skill program guideline, because it's suspended, so you can't do anything. But there is more glimpse that we can actually get from New South Wales. I can tell you now, it's actually going to open in the first quarter in early 2021, because at the moment they cannot, the government, the officials in state government, they cannot digest all these volume for only 1 or 2 days or even a week. If they work until next week, it's still only 1 week to go. So I don't think they can get that all done. So they are looking to open that up in early next year. I think Queensland is focusing. They're targeting in late January, so they'll come back right away after the holiday and after the Australian National Day, which is going to be the 27th of January. So they are targeting those dates to actually come back with turn on the full engine on all this. Now, moving on to Victoria, there is no update for Victoria. Unfortunately, the news that we have here is still back in December 30th or December 26th. And if we go into, let's see, if we go into business program there is still a yellow bar at the top. So let me remove my screen here so you can see at the top it says Victoria Interim Nomination Program for subclass 132 A and B and 1AA ABE are all currently closed. So what is open now is only the 1AA-C, so the $5 million investment is only the only one open, which reflects back to the news up here on the 26th of November 2020. It says that the significant investor subclass 1AA-C visa nomination open on the 30th of November. Okay, so there's not much of news up here, but we can actually see more updates in New South Wales. So let's scroll up to the top. This is New South Wales migration website. So it says, which this is actually updated late yesterday. So bear in mind, subscribe to my channel so you get all the most updated information here. So 2020-21 financial year updates. New South Wales has now provided full allocation. That means that I believe every state and territory has already been provided full allocation nomination places, but they just don't have enough time to process them. So let's read on. Down here for the business investors visas, New South Wales will begin accepting direct application in early February 2021, so not even this year. So even though they got all the allocation, but they are not prepared to open up on there, because if there's only 1 week to go, it's going to be chaotic. Okay, so that will include 1AA stream and also the 132 stream. Okay, now skill visa, that's a lot of people they are really looking forward to for the skill migrants. Invitation is still ongoing, so they're still going, but look, you need to pick New South Wales only, but they are only focusing on the health, ICT, engineering, occupation. But this is just for and people reside in New South Wales. I think this stays with the interim quota. They haven't fully opened it up yet. So if we refer to the 190 website and 491 website for New South Wales, it still stays the same. So it says it's all exhausted. They can't do 491 at the moment, and 190 there's no update at the moment. This is all general information. There's no update when it's open. Okay, and let's move on to South Australia. There is no update here, so you can see this is a news and updates. It's still on the 27th of November. However, if they do come up with the new updates and their criteria, I'll definitely do a video for each of states or territories. Western Australia, there's nothing here, because as you can see, let's move this over a bit, right under me, right here. Okay, latest news, it still stays in suspended in August 21st. So it looks like Western Australia hasn't really done anything for the past 3 months, perhaps. Anyhow, let's moving to Northern Territory. Still the same. Not yet allocated, but obviously it's being allocated, but they haven't really updated their website. I believe they are a lot of state government agencies that are looking forward into the holiday mode, so they haven't been provided much. Now Tasmania, there is no update as well. As you can see here, the date is very small, tiny words down here. November 6th, today is a month later, the 10th of December. They haven't updated anything yet. So anyhow, from what we have learned of state of Queensland and state of New South Wales, basically the full allocation has been given to every state and territories, but they are most of the state and territory is not prepared to open until, I believe, will be early next year. Whether it's going to be late January or early February, watch out for that one. So Queensland and New South Wales has provided the glimpse and news update here, so you can see the full picture here. So if you're ready, get everything ready before the first quarter of 2020, so you can get every EOI in and get that accepted, and hopefully you will get the visa that you want. Anyway, that's for our video today. Should you have more question or query, more than welcome to leave a comment right down below, and I see you in the next video. Goodbye.